this is Sri. So for week 3, we will learn how to host a website using Amazon's Simple Storage Service, which is also called S3. There's an introduction video about S3 from Amazon, which I will link down in the description for anyone who's interested about learning more. Let's get started. First, you want to log into your AWS account, and from here, go to Service, and click on S3 in the storage box, or you can also type in S3 and hit enter. Right. So you want to click on the create bucket button. And for the name, you have to separate using the dash. So, right. For region, you want to choose the region where your data is frequently accessed from. I would choose US West and North California. Click on next. So on properties, there are 3 things you should notice, which is versioning, service access login, and default encryption. So versioning, what it does, it keep all the version of an object in the same bucket. So this will help you to restore data from unintended overwriting or deletion. And service access login is keeping track of every time anyone want to request to access your objects. And it will provide details like bucket name, request time, action, etc. Right. So for encryption, what it does is just make your data more secure. So as for permission, plugging or public access does exactly what it's supposed to do. And for this class, we will uncheck this box because we want the professor to access your website. But for future reference, you would want to check the box for sensitive data because leaving your bucket to public access make it extremely vulnerable. And we'll click on next, click on the create bucket. So now your bucket is created. You want to click on that bucket you just created. And then you go to the property tab and click on static website hosting. So you want to choose use this bucket to host a website. So now you can make an HTML file for this bucket to host your website. I'll use TextEdit to do it. Right. And you want to save it as HTML file. Right. You have to retype index.html. Click on save. Okay, and now you go to overview and you want to upload your HTML file. Right. And so you check the box for your index file, click on action and choose make public. Right. And now go back to properties. Under static website hosting, the website would be on this link right here. And there you go. Here's your HTML file as like a website.
Hey guys, it's Larry here. Today we're going to go over setting up a WordPress site with EC2. We want to start here in the AWS Management Console and then go to EC2. Now that we're in the dashboard, we click Launch Instance. You want to go to AWS Marketplace here in the left, and then you're going to search for WordPress. And we're gonna select the first one here. You can see that there's like sensitive pricing, but because we're in the free tier, none of this is actually gonna cost any money. I know it says, like $0.012 an hour for micro and then $0.023 for small and so on. But as long as we stay within the free tier, we're not actually going to get charged for anything. So we just want to click continue here. And we're going to go with the T2 micro. And go through most of the steps that we did when we set up our EC2 instance. And everything looks good here, so I'm going to launch it. And select a key pair. I've already created a key pair for this, so I'm going to use WordPress demo. In general, you don't want to reuse key pairs for different tasks, so I would recommend you create a new key pair, which you can do by selecting this option. So now your instance should be running. You go over here and click. So now that we've launched the instance, we can go to the dashboard, and we've waited until the instance state is running, and now we can take this IPv4 public IP for our WordPress site, copy it, and go to it to see our new WordPress site. And here we go. So now back into the console, we go to Actions, go to Instance Settings, and then choose Get System Log. This will allow us to actually log into our site and then make changes. And you just want to scroll through until you find this specific block surrounded by hash marks. And what this will tell you is it'll give you your username and it'll give you your password. Note that on Mac that you'd have to right click and press copy. This might be similar on other platforms, but if you just highlight it and try to copy paste it, it might not work. So go back to your website, go do / and then admin. And then for username, you just put in user. And for password, put in the text you just copied. You're logged into the dashboard. You can do a lot of different things to customize your website the way you want, or set up some updates, change some plugins. There's a whole host of things you can do. But that's about it for setting up a WordPress site with EC2. Thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, any comments, leave them in the comment section below. That's about it.